Welcome back. Watching some more Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei, and as some of you, well, none of you actually commented, at least not that I saw. Yeah, the day has changed. Partly because, well, I kind of forgot what day it was when I recorded Data Life, but let's just say it's because I wanted to have a shift up. Let's go with that. So, Wednesdays from here on will be Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei, and what better way to spice up the midweek? Considering everything else, maybe it's probably for the best, considering I wasn't really ever awake enough on the Mondays to really put anything into words. So, let's follow the lives of the students, their impact on society, and what kind of questions on our own existences are going to be raised. Grab a drink, let's begin. Drawing song? That's not. Is it also going to be the case of one artwork being a lot better than the other? What are they going to end up drawing in the end? Gotcha. I don't think one of them got the memo of what they're meant to be drawing here. I see one's been taking classes from one. I like how they actually got credit though. Still, if Zetsubou Sensei himself saw those bits of artwork, would he be quite so pleased with it? What the hell are these visuals here? Going a little off-piste with some of it. I like the collage effect. Maybe not with the pandas. Still, if it's going to lean more into... That reminds me of the Halloween movies. If it leans more into that kind of grotesque imagery, I'm not sure what I think, actually. How long do they actually spend making the collage stop motion? Because someone put in a lot of effort. I must admit, it looks cool. Well, hopefully that crashing of my external hard drive didn't disrupt the recording. We'll find out in half hour. I wondered if we were going to get another cease and desist from Disney or something. He's ready for Valentine's, yeah. Does it have to be held on a leap year? So people will, but I don't think people would care to such a greater deal if it was once every 4 years. I mean, absence does make the heart grow stronger, or fonder, whatever it is, but commercially viable? I don't think so. Not at that rate. Was it actually just running like this? I hope that's chocolate. It should use a mold and then bezel the edges and... Oh! I mean, you gotta make it accurate, yeah? That's the left ventricle. Ah, that's close. I mean, he's meant to be a teacher. I mean, as long as it tastes good, then what are you complaining about? There's an umbrella in there. Is Maria getting a bit hungry, I was going to say. Considering the students here, honey trap? Yeah? Trying to find some way of overcoming here. I do not like those. What kind of information was he trying to withhold from them? Don't give them any ideas. And this elite squad being? Ah, I see. Yes, they are invaluable to society. Ah. It's a certain type of person, yes. So, personally, I don't think it's all about avoiding the traps of these guys. There's more behind the issues they face. I mean, they're not willing to be sued. Well, I don't think like, any court in the land would take the case of someone not peeping on you. Can we keep that door locked from now on? You know, he's in the prime of his life. There's plenty more for him out there. I mean, considering some of the governmental decrees and the like, could go all over the place. You could probably make that earpiece a little less obvious. Sorry, not too deep. It might take a little more than... little less than that. They truly are the elites. This is where they need to put subtle suggestions into their anime. Let's hope that never comes to pass. Now I'm imagining some governmental conspiracy that involves... Rare, you say? Governmental conspiracy that involves anime figurines. Is it a misprint? Well, when made by people that don't know the source material, not put in with the true feeling of those who DVDs who admire the anime. I didn't want to see a slowly melting Lucky Star. Is that what happens if I try to watch anime with extreme cataracts? So we've got Lucky Star, Haruhi Shizuma, stuff like that at least. What others are going to be shown off? We've already had references towards Evangelion, so yeah, she's a little more vibrant than we usually see her. Maybe because they're home, she's allowing to just a little more floral. Cat stacking tournament? I mean, we've seen sort of talent shows and the like, what classifies as TV. So yeah, stuff that doesn't get put out there. Sometimes you don't want to imagine. Unless it goes a little too far off the other end of the scale. So that's not safe for TV. How to break into the industry when it is so wrought with danger and people seeking their own interests. As long as you're keeping up the appearance. Why is no one pay attention to what is less seen? Ooh, nice effect. It's like, well, CGI departments, visual effects, not getting any recognition until it's bad. Sometimes these things, yeah, it's, you know, accepting payment is skirting the law at very best. Not enough. I think with the amount of people actually along the line, there are definitely those that are underpaid. I can't read if you're in the way. We've experienced all sorts of tricks and bullying techniques. I've never seen tax on a chair as an actual thing people do. Did she walk into a wall? Oh, how cryptic. Let's not mention anything what was behind her there against the wall or floor. What has he been up to that we haven't been notified of? Does she... no, she probably would represent herself in a fully... Did I say Jim Carrey? Ah, yes, you gotta put in that training. Why would he want to... Ah, yes, for all the show, the song and dance of pretending to hang himself. I kind of like that, yeah. So how has he survived for so long? Ah, putting in the extra effort. Those neck muscles, though. That made it weak, though, didn't it? Is that worth tearing up to? Right, what's it use instead? To make you want to live. Enya, that's not possible. What hides behind it, truly dire. Not even her optimism can let that win out. We don't see the dark side. Ah, yes, what we've been not made aware of. That's what the governments are hiding from us. I think she's going a little off-piste with these ideas and delusions. The hell was that giraffe snake? And rather pliable with her bandages. Back with her weapon of choice. A shovel. I mean, this... Let's hide the actual scene. Yeah. Some things you're not allowed to be shown. Is she coming back in the next scene? I like the censorship on display there. The case where it's actually worthwhile. What is with this folky music? He has no choice in the matter. The plot depends on it, after all. Well, what loosely resembles a plot. And he's the only one? Ah. Just everyone was inside already. Interesting outfit. Halloween. Where the idea is just, it's a time to dress up. Anything in particular? It's up to interpretation. Oh! I mean, it's when it has become a little more commercial. I mean, it's pretty... I was going to say pretty much the same thing, but yeah, trick or trick, it was... Oh. She didn't even dress up. Nice. Where did they obtain these photos? There's some of these which I definitely recognise, and a few from anime that is on my list and haven't seen yet. Watered down until it means nothing and they achieve less than 2% of what they set out to do, yes? Aha. I mean, the course of everything growing too fast where it can't sustain itself. I wonder how long it's going to be before I lose my way. Probably why my channel has remained consistently bad throughout the years. Doesn't strive more than it needs to. Is there the market for it? Wait until they're doing better and the public perception is in line with the viewer habits. Yeah, that's fine. Have the old one. Just make it small. So he's getting his way in a roundabout sort of way. Yeah, just living on the tailcoats of the original. Close enough. I wonder what they were referencing. Cuddy. Yeah, don't come to Britain if you want original curry as well. Although I do jest, there are quite a few Indian houses which do exceedingly good regional curries from around different parts of India. And can't remember the other one. She did change slightly, yeah, but to be fair, I don't dislike it. Everyone needs a little bit of change every now and again. Fair enough. Didn't expect to be reminded about Pompeii in an episode of Zetsubou Sensei. Let's not go into the wobbling blue wall. Oh, okay. I mean, it's unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. It is the perfect life form. You know, the war ended many years ago. He's been protecting the borders ever since. Take me back to the jungle. What was he fighting for? One that's a little more than what we expected in this. Than what we expected in this kind of upbeat anime. Please, no. We've seen so many different art styles and forms that this has taken, but let's not continue with that one. Oh no. If he's the only one that retains that art style, or if it gets a different one each episode, that I'd be okay with. And are we going to get any new endings or music? Also, strangely, but maybe not so strangely, I got a feeling to watch Gintama again. I do love that in direct opposition to how this show is structured and handles itself, this song is just so upbeat and lively. As though there's not a problem in the world. Still getting a story. But a straight... excuse me. It's going a little too fast. A story as old as time, not being as good as what... My grandparents had that picture frame. Not what was in it, just the picture frame. Much like pretty much every episode of Zetsubou Sensei that came before it, having a general premise and then running riot about what it means in society when taken to its logical conclusion. Especially with the effort and war that you don't see what's going on beneath the surface, the hours of turmoil and trying to record and make edits and render out videos, all of that pain and suffering. Yeah, no one believes that. But it is actually the case that in a world where we are more highly critical of the finished product, you don't go to thinking what actually went into create it until it becomes such a dumpster fire that it's almost hilarious not to. And that's where questions of corruption and embezzlement usually crop up. Hang on, why is this final thing nowhere near what was promised? Look over that way. Don't see my yacht. And then just to tie it back around with the censorship of TV. What is actually going on versus what you're allowed to see. We all know it, just obfuscate it a little, just in case there's children watching. But I do think that thanks to the dark side of the 3D world, how many of us are going to be immune to its perils, honey traps or not? There is definitely one or two people that I can think of off the top of my head who would hold the sanctity of the animated form to its highest regard. If you're trying to imitate it, if you try to pass off cheap fakes, that won't fly. They are the true distinguished of us all. But much like seeing many different references to anime in the Halloween costumes, I think I saw Fullmetal Alchemist, I think I saw the one with the tiger outfit and the horns. I know what that is, but I can't remember what it's called. And then, of course, there's like Spirited Away and Sailor Moon, stuff like that. But how many times has there been a reference which has gone completely over my head? Sure, some of these I may only know tangentially, but there's someone out there who derives a huge amount of pleasure about it being seen on screen. It's like if someone had mentioned Dark Cloud. That would rile up a certain sense of enjoyment from me, but probably wouldn't mean a lot to pretty much everyone else. Although if you do know of Dark Cloud, let me know. But I do like how this episode went from the dangers of moida and censorship, honey traps, and the goings on beneath the surface, just to circle back round with cosplay's fun, remember? Let's see a bit more of that. Zetsubou Sensei never disappoints, does it? So, if I have entertained you, if the show itself has done that work for me, and I've just been along for the ride, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below, consider subscribing, join onto my Discord if for some reason you want to have a chat around there, see any votes that may be going on. But definitely take care of yourselves, get a bit of rest, so that I can see you, maybe not bright and early, but at least for the next one.